Hi, this is Yamni Priya, Technical Support Engineer, Romcats Private Limited. I'm going to explain about key enhancements in StatiCa version 25.1. In this webinar, you will get to know about in detail improvements in the beam link and checkbot, improvements in the connection library, enhancements in the anchoring design, improvements in the design templates. Let me explain the brief introduction about key enhancements in StatiCa version 25.1. Now, the bulk calculation can be done directly within the checkbot environment. This avoids the users to calculate separately the connection design. They can do the full calculations for the entire project at once in the checkbot environment itself, which is a key advantage for the users. A new two-step selection process has been introduced in the anchorage type, so which is cast in place and post installed, and it is further classified into washer plates, headed studs, reinforcement, threaded rods, and reinforcement. So now the user can choose which type of anchorage type they want to work in their project, and multiple base plates can now be done within a single foundation block, which avoids the repetitive works for the end user. And most importantly, anchorage checks for has been introduced for Indian code in this latest version, which is a major improvement for Indian users. Before I explain the checkbot applications enhancements in the version introduced in the version 25.1, let me briefly explain about the checkbot application in Statica. Through BIMLink, the checkbot application is connected with different software analysis like Tekla, Revert, and eTabs, Sky Engineer, which can easily import the geometry, loads, and internal forces accurately. And also, it maintains the correct coordinate systems between the softwares, and it maintains the multiple load combinations automatically, and it ensures a smooth and error-free workflow for the connection designs. In the checkbot workflow, load cases and load combinations can be imported using the load configurator from the selected connections or members. Load effects can be grouped into result classes. If the user want a new result class, then he can add using the plus icon. It evaluates the critical load effects for faster code checks. In checkbot, we can directly visualize the internal forces of load combinations for quick verifications before running the code checks. Now let me explain the enhancements introduced in the checkbot application in version 25.1. So the alignment of the members is the key enhancements introduced in the checkbot application, and also the eccentricities, to select the global or local eccentricities in the, and also they have introduced the insertion point. So here you can select the area selections, like you can drag it from left to right or right to left. If you want to select the area inside the area, like the members inside the area, or if you want to select the intersecting area members, so you can drag it right to left, and you can simply click the escape icon to unselect the members. Now you can align the members by selecting the global or local coordinate systems, and by providing the appropriate positive or negative values to align the members in the checkbot environment. And additionally, insertion point is given, which can be used to select accurately that member to be a top or bottom, or either it is in left or right, to align accurately with the selected member. So you can select the coordinate system, insertion points, and you can make the eccentricities, and you can move it in the checkboard application and make the alignment perfectly with the selected members. In addition to above enhancements in the checkboard applications, you can enable the buckling for all connections. So you can enable the buckling here, and it will analyze the buckling for all the connections, and it will display the lowest buckling factor, which can be shown in this result tab, and it will be appeared in the report too. One of the major enhancement in a checkboard application version 25.1 is the synchronization. So it update the changes anything made in the source files into the idea statica, so source model to the idea statica. So any changes made in the source model will be automatically synchronized with the idea statica model. So it is important to note that it is one way only. So it is very useful tool. So from the source model to idea statica, and one important thing that it doesn't update any new or deleted pods, like major changes can't be updated. So it is if you want to do any major changes, you need to re-import the project. Another enhancement made in checkbot 25.1 version release is bulk calculation progress. So here you can see the tick mark indicates the connection which have been done, and the spinner mark indicates which is in progress, and the hourglass mark indicates that connection is waiting to calculate. So here you can see the number of calculations, like number of analysis done for the connection members, and out of how many connection members the number of analysis have been done can be seen here, and the overall progress can be checked here. If you want to cancel the progress, you can cancel the progress. So this is one of the enhancements made in the 25.1. The updated API for Idea Statica connection includes the functions more versatile and easier to use, like connection presentation, member positioning, weld auto design. So it can give the settings controller, and improved report generations, like any language, like multi-report support, and includes the buckling results, and also project code conversion. So which makes it easier for smooth workflows. Here we can see the softwares which can be included in the version 25.1 Idea Statica version 25.1 through BIMLink, like ETAPS 23 and RAM Structural System 25 and SDS 2. Now let me explain about the enhancements made in connection library version 25.1. So bookmark was made as a new enhancement in the connection library. So here you can bookmark your favorite design, and also in the preview it will show the overall bookmark number, and how many times the designs have been saved by the unique users. In version 25, you can copy the link of the project from the connection app, and you need to manually send it to the viewer. But in version 25.1, from the connection app, you can directly share the link up to 20 users. So this is an advancement, key enhancements made in 25.1. Now let me explain about the enhancements made in the anchor. So here two-step selection process has been made, like post installed and cast in place. So under post installed, like threaded rod, general anchor was added, and under cast in place, washer plate, hooked anchor, headed stud, and reinforcement was added in the version 25.1. Here we are going to see about the connection application anchorage types. So in connection application anchorage types, the cast in place can be done using headed struts and reinforcements only. So in the headed struts, here shear transfer is done directly through the anchors. Here it follows the ISO standard 13918 SD1 and SD2. In reinforcement anchorage, the shape is L bar only, so it is only available in a connection application. But in detail, we have the shapes like U shape, L shape, and straight shapes are available for reinforcement. But in connection application, it is restricted with the L shape only. By default, it has the L shape, and the shear transfer is also here done through anchors, and it follows the European code. Now in the base plate operations, we can add extra anchorage in the existing foundation. If we have a predefined templates, we can upload those predefined template models in a bulk folder. So we can select that folder and we can make load project items, and then we can publish it under company. So once we publish it, it will be stored in the connection library. So we can access it using through the propose or manage toolbar from the connection library, and we can access the templates with whatever we have uploaded in the connection library. Specific improvements made in 25.1. Anchorage check added for Indian Standard Code. WT sections introduced, like there will be a difference between the T sections cut from I section and rolled WT sections. So AISC WT section was introduced in the 25.1, and concrete code edition like 318.25 was introduced. So these are the specific improvements made in the version 25.1. Now the difference between the T section cut from the I section and the WT sections can be differentiated easily in the database. So now we can choose the WT section, or if you want T section cut from the I section. So both are available in the database. Anchorage check was made in the Indian standard, which was based on the IS 1946 Part 2 and Part 3 2025 provisions, and it will enable the direct anchorage verifications in the IDEA StatiCa connection. Changes made in the circular hollow section members is to improve the accuracy and its consistency. So they have added the minimum size of element of a circular hollow section. So it will allow the square meshing under 160 diameter smaller to square tubes. So which will enhance the accuracy in the circular hollow section members. Due to this, the mesh elements can be generated even for small circular hollow section models. So this ensures the more stable, realistic stress and deformation results. Buckling analysis improved in the pinned connections. Now it can model the rotational stiffness and boundary conditions more accurately, which reflects the real bolt joint behavior. So it also improves the reliability and accuracy, which can be useful for stability assessments. The software now alerts you if the deformation go beyond 1 meter. So even the code check pass, it will identify the model, unrealistic model with the deformation warnings. This slide shows the cast in place and post installed codes enabled with connection and detail codes enabled. So we already discussed about the reinforcement and headed studs European codes has been enabled, and for detail all the codes has been enabled, so which was shown here. Updates done in cast in plate in detail. So now in cast in plate, you can choose straight, L shape and U shape reinforcement, which has been made in the version 25.1. In this updated version, you have the complete control over the anchorage plate options. So you can make a direct anchorage or motor joint with nuts from the top, or nuts from the top and bottom, or if you want a gap, you can make a gap on the anchorage. So you can take over a complete control over the anchorage plate options. So these are the options available here, shown here. So in the base plate, you can make the standoff under the standoff option. So you can make a direct or a motor joints nuts from the top, or if you want to make a motor joint nuts from the top and bottom, or if you want to make a gap, you can make it. In this updated version, cut thread option is available, which is a very useful key feature. If you enable the cut thread option, it will design the model welded or a fixed connection. If you disable the model, it will consider the model like bolted connection or a pinned connection, which is an added advantage in this version. Finally, in 3D detail, The anchor and base plate position can be changed related to the center point or edge. Everything updates automatically when the geometry changes, so which makes it easier for the user to design the model. Thank you all for joining the webinar. I hope now you have a clear understanding about the key enhancements made in IdeaStatica version 25.1. Thank you for your time.